Good evening and welcome to the first April edition of 20-somethings, a show for 20-somethings by 20-somethings. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about crazy Kanye, ice, and ticket scalping. I'm your host, Ivan Konstantinovich Nasovsky-Stambler the first, and I am joined by my wonderful team of co-hosts. Please say hello to Abby, Scott, and Kevin. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
All right, so to start off the day, we have another antic from Kanye. A crazy thing to hear us say, but Kanye dressed up as the KKK. He also made some Nazi clothing, which attracted major public loathing. So let's all look to the TV and see the clips I made for y'all to see.
Shit.
Oh no!
Typical Kanye.
Is that Chrome Hearts? What is he rocking there?
It's YSL, man.
It's and then that's him with Kansas Owens.
Interesting.
Kansas Owens?
A URI
Did you
alum.
say Kansas?
I thought it was Kansas
No,
Owens.
Candace.
Candace Owens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's just basic as fuck. Like, that's a basic.
Facts. It just
That's a great fit. A great
Yeah.
fitted head, though. It fits his head nice, you know?
yeah.
So, first off, friendly fire from Kanye West. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Oh, shut up!
Holy, dude.
Sorry, I hear voices in my head.
But,
So does Kanye.
yeah,
Yeah, apparently.
crazy stuff happening with Kanye. Yeah, what are we...
I just got flashbang.
This is quite a way to start off the conversation.
Yeah.
So-
Thoughts, comments,
So
concerns.
what's the jumping off?
Master of rage bait.
You think
Yeah.
it's all for rage bait? He's not an actual
yeah,
Nazi.
it certainly is all rage bait.
Do you think
We
he's
talked
taking
about
it
this
a
a
step
few
too
weeks
far?
ago.
We did, and
And I was like, what? No, what?
Oh no, go.
No, you,
Go.
please.
Go.
I just said he was rage baiting.
Oh. Well, so you don't think he's a real Nazi?
No. I mean, I don't know.
I think he's rocking a hybrid. I think it's
A
like 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah.
I think it's an attempt for him to stay relevant. And
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I think it's working because people are talking about it.
Yeah.
That's the definition of being relevant, having many people talking about you.
I think he's trying to promote his new album,
Yeah, I did hear he was dropping
Yeah.
a new album soon.
World War III,
Yeah,
Yes.
I
with,
called.
with Dave Bluntz.
Yes, I
heavily
did hear
worked
that.
on it.
Yeah.
Dave Bluntz.
Yeah.
You know Dave Bluntz?
Yeah, I know Dave Bluntz.
I saw the picture
Name
with
3 Dave Bluntz songs.
So the question is, because of this, everything's been posting, would anyone really care for the music?
I think people are going to listen to it to see what he says because I saw I don't know if it was real, but
The track list?
yeah,
Some crazy names.
yeah,
on
some
there.
absolutely crazy names.
Right.
And so I feel like that will get people to be like, what is he saying in these songs? Is he gonna be say something about Jewish people
Right.
or something cuckoo crazy that he has been enjoying to say?
I mean, because I called my friend during the weekend, and I kind of mentioned that I was going to talk about this, and he told me to listen to the song World War III.
With
And
Dave Bluntz?
Yeah, and I took a listen to it, and it's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen.
Really?
Really?
It
So you
is-
don't like Dave Bluntz?
No, I just don't like the song. It's not good. From a musical expert opinion, from a musical opinion, I don't think it's not good.
Yeah, I think people will view it, and a view is a view, a stream's a
It
stream.
will make it money still.
It doesn't matter how it happens, but if they click on that, and a lot of times on music streaming services, you don't even have to listen to the whole song for it to count as a stream.
Right.
So, I think it's just his really messed up way of commercializing himself.
And he never says anything crazy actually in the music ever. It's always just the stuff around on Twitter.
I mean, this time around it might
Is
be
it?
a little
It
bit.
might be, but I
Yeah.
feel like he was
Well,
doing this before
he dropped the
Vultures.
hard R in this song, in one of the new songs. But
Okay,
people
but he's
have
not
done
talking about going DEFCON 3 on the Jews.
I mean,
He said like something about Hitler.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's made comments like that before, like on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Yeah.
but that never like seemed to like bleed into the music. It seems like it's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
more of an
bleeding
act.
in now.
It's starting to.
Yeah, it's
I
starting.
feel like it
to.
has to
See,
at this
but-
point.
See, because he's doing this here in the U.S., where obviously we have freedom of speech, but like, I want to see Kanye try something like this in like Germany and see how far that will get him. Because as far as I know, that will get him. That will land him in jail.
Kind of soft now.
I mean, they're still very strict about like pro-fascism, pro-Hitler, like all of that stuff.
So he might get a stern talking to.
We could take some pointers from Germany.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think he already is.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, I think Kanye made good music, but you know, I think it's
Bring back the old Kanye.
it's time to realize he's not
He
the
made
same
Graduation.
person.
He
Like,
made Jesus
He
Walk.
graduation.
yeah, but
Name one other person who made Graduation.
we gotta realize that Kanye is a very ruthless person. Like he's cold as ice, who recently made headlines for
Dude.
for detaining a student.
That's a banger.
Yeah, they recently detained a student, as we'll see on the clip that I've made.
This is the moment federal agents in masks and hoodies detain Tufts University doctoral student Rumeysa Öztürk. The Turkish national handcuffed and led away, one of at least a half dozen international students targeted in recent weeks after voicing support for Palestinians.
If ICE comes to your door!
Overnight, more than 1,000 demonstrators protesting her arrest at Tufts. Öztürk's attorney said it appears the only thing she's being targeted for is her right to free speech.
So once again, ICE is making headlines for detaining people with no like actual cause. If I recall correctly, she is on a visa which allows her to be in the country. Like that is a legal documentation saying that the person can be in the country. What are our thoughts on this?
I think it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel like the administration we have in our government has been saying since, what was that, like 2016, that they're going to start doing this. And we were just like, oh, okay, like, that's the same thing. Like, we're going to build a wall. And it's like, oh, okay, like, move on. At least that's how I felt, was like, and then, like, seeing it and, like, seeing, like, videos of them, like, going after families and, like, seeing videos of even, like, teachers being like, if ICE comes into like my classroom to try and take kids, like it's just kind of crazy that like it's actually happening, and like our government is like allowing people who have gone through the process legally and like are on a student visa or a work visa, they're being punished, and I don't think that's fair.
Right.
I think it's like the start of like what happens when power goes unchecked, because it starts with the dog whistle, you know, Trump saying, we're only gonna take the criminals, all the criminals go, and then family members go, then people with green cards and visas go, and it's just, now they're just using it to like shut down free speech and protest for Palestine. And I think like it just shows that how far that they can take it when power is unchecked.
And recently, I don't know if you all saw the news, but ICE admitted that there was an administration error that resulted in a man being sent to Honduras into a maximum security prison, which, if you all seen anything about the prisons in Honduras, they are brutal there. Like, they do not mess around. The guards do not mess around. So, like, clearly this is not working.
Yeah.
I think it's working exactly as it was supposed to be intended for. So I think this is just like, we're reaching the final stage of how it's gonna play out, where they can just get anyone they want that was not directly born here.
Right.
It's just they have power to do whatever they want.
No, but even if someone's not born here, there are ways to, like, for example, my family, they came from, after the USSR collapsed, my family came to America. We got all our stuff, like, done, paper filled out, like, all of us are, like, my family are legal citizens. I was born here, I'm a U.S. citizen, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but I remember watching Trump's inaugurational speech. He mentioned like the idea of taking citizenship away from people who were born, like if their parents weren't American citizens but they were born in America, I'm pretty sure they would still be an American citizen, but like taking that away and like stripping people of that, and like I just feel like it all gets so messy, because it's like, at what point do you stop, and at what point do, like, I definitely feel like people now are always have been protesting and like speaking up, but it's like,
That's our constitutional right. After
yeah,
all.
I feel like it can't keep, I don't think it can keep going on the way it is. Like, I feel like that's like, it just doesn't make any sense in my mind for like it, like, to keep going. I also don't understand how people are just like supporting it either. I just don't see the sense of it all.
I mean, this is just madness, and it really makes people want to rip hair out of their scalp, just like modern day scalpers with what they've been doing. And I'm not talking about scalpers from the colonial era where they would take a prisoner of war and they would cut the scalp off their head. No, I'm talking about these kind of scalpers.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is my real test, to train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside.
So yeah, those.
Gotta catch them all.
I mean, but yeah, this is one of the many examples of like stuff like of scalpers taking things too far. We have scalpers buying concert tickets in bulk and then like reselling them for higher prices. Like tickets are going like to see a concert. Like you have tickets that you could buy for like, I don't know, $50, $100 being sold for thousands of dollars. Then you have same thing with like Lego store. Once they have like a special release, people flock to the stores or they buy out everything. A couple of years ago, we had the whole Stanley Cup craze.
Graphics cards were bad too. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's absolutely insane. People fighting over Pokemon cards. I understand they go for, well, not all of them, but they can go for a lot of money. But like, get like physically, like have a physical altercation with someone over them is actually like wild to me.
I just don't see the point of buying things just to like resell them. Like if I'm trying to buy something that has some value, like I intend on keeping it.
Yeah, it's not even the issue isn't like the people who want to buy the stuff for themselves
Yeah.
to use it aren't able to buy any of it. They're not able to acquire any of these things because of the resellers.
Right.
So like you don't even have that chance. It's like this is what happens when greed takes over.
Yeah.
Right.
And people don't leave anything for the next person. And then the next person feels like, oh, I have to be greedy now too because I don't have any, it's never there for me. So now I got to take more than I need.
And
it's kind of just,
And the worst part is you have, I read an article about this, like most scalpers, they use automated software to basically buy tickets in bulk. And the problem with like scalping, like there's just no way to like monitor it or punish people for scalping.
Yeah. There's no counterplay.
Well, yeah, there's like ways to slow, like after that whole GPU graphics card plummet, more online, stores have started like limiting how many things you can purchase at a time.
Right.
But there's ways around that.
Yeah, you can make
like,
second accounts.
Yeah. So it's like people just need to stop being so greedy, so damn greedy.
Do you remember that video, like probably at least like 10, 15 years ago when I think the first iPhone came out? This lady, she was offering people like $800.
Oh, she
to
bought,
like,
yeah.
She bought the first spot online, and
Yeah.
she was gonna buy every single iPhone.
And then they were like, oh yeah, you can only buy one.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think more stores need to do that. I think
premeditated greed is crazy.
I think it's harder to do that like with tickets, because like what if you're one person coming on one account and you're trying to buy like tickets for your family, or just to buy tickets like for your friends, and then just
Yeah.
that's where it gets a little problematic.
Well, like Ticketmaster
Yeah.
buys the tickets
Yeah,
from the
that's
artist,
already
and then,
directly
like,
reselling, and then people buy the resell from the resell
Yes.
and then sell it again. And then
I
next thing you
didn't
know-
like Taylor Swift like sue or attempt to sue Ticketmaster because she was like, you're upselling our ticket, like my tickets so much, like
Yeah.
what do I like? Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do
I
with
feel
this.
like it's at that point it's like tough shit. Like the artist has no say in that.
Yeah, but like it's
Like
still
it's like it's just a flawed system. You
yeah.
know? Like people just need to be more genuine human beings. It's not something that only you can fix it by being a normal person.
But also like people make a living off of
Yeah, but it's
scalping.
it's like a nasty like live. It's like a, you know what I mean?
I don't
It's-
think
it's
people
like-
should be able to make a living off
Yeah.
of
Right.
Yeah,
So-
it's like an unnatural living. Like it's
Yeah.
not meant to. Like people aren't meant to. Like it's like you know what I mean?
Dirty.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
a
like a
professional
dirty-
middleman.
Yeah,
Nasty.
Yeah, and
not natural.
And unfortunately, it seems that like for the foreseeable future, this is a problem that will not end. But unfortunately, our segment tonight has to end, as this is all the time we have. But yeah, I want
That's
to
all-
thank
says
everyone
who?
for watching. I want to thank my wonderful team once again, and we'll see you next time.